Okay, this is a video response to shall not be infringed. He was talking about a comment he got in a video where somebody asked him, what if you won the Massachusetts state lottery tomorrow? You'd probably throw all your money into Cayman Islands and not care ever about any of the shit we all talk about on here. By the way, for any of my subscribers who see this, he kind of does some, I'm going to call it political commentary. It's just awesome. It's just saying shit the way it should be said most of the time. And when it's not, it's just funny. Go check him out. Anyway, this kind of got to me because I've had this question asked of me before as well. As, what if you won $1 million tomorrow? $1 billion, whatever the number is. What if you got a shit ton of money overnight? Would you just go away? What would you do with it? I've given this topic quite a bit of thought, and I know exactly what I would do. And none of it has anything to do with the U.S. government. I would go to Kazakhstan and I would buy, I don't know, probably a good 30 or 40 nukes, a small private army, and then I would invade some shitty South American country no one gives a fuck about, and be their dictator. Maybe that's just me. If I had billions and billions of dollars, that is exactly what I would do. Okay, and by be their dictator, I mean take over their government, kill all the fuckers that have been oppressing them, and basically just have an anarchy. Not rule at all. Okay, and that's basically because that's what I would want to live in. The thought of having people that I have no control over having the control over my entire existence is just horrid to me. I hate it. I hate it so damn much. None of you guys will ever understand it. The fact that I can't take this and cut the barrel to 11.5 inches if I wanted to pisses me off on a daily basis. The fact that I can't carry a knife like this one because it's an evil automatic switchblade pisses me off on a daily basis. The fact that I'm going to pay probably somewhere between 30 and 70% taxes before it's all said and done to have a bunch of fucking whores and cunts, no offense to anyone who doesn't like cursing, collecting welfare checks and shit like that off of my dime is just horrid to me. Which is why, if you gave me billions and billions of dollars overnight, I would go take over some third world country somewhere and just not run it at all. I'd basically just make myself a big house there, have some armed guards, and live out the rest of my days in peace, separate from the United States federal government. That's what I would do, okay? A more inspired and more concerned man about the rest of the public, who don't seem to give a fuck about any of this, by the way, would take those nuclear weapons and use them to try to change the United States. But we all know how that would end. And if you're guessing some sort of armed confrontation or full-on nuclear strike on the United States, you're right. Which is why I wouldn't do that. I hate this question because it's a fucking hypothetical bullshit question that everyone reacts to my answer pretty much about the same way, which is, well, you wouldn't really do that. Well, obviously you don't fucking know me. That's exactly what I would do. Okay? I'd be the world's, what is it now, 8th nuclear power. And if you think that if you think for 1 second that someone couldn't just go do that, you are naive as hell. Okay? If you have enough money, you can do anything you want. That's just the truth of the matter. Now, all that being said, would I get happy and complacent if I had a bajillion dollars here in the U.S. and could pretty much do whatever I wanted anyway? I don't know. I still have to pay taxes, and that really pisses me off. So probably not. I'd probably end up moving to the third world country and being a dictator. Also, Sean being friends, you're talking about the feeling of freedom on a motorcycle going 100 miles an hour down the road. I don't ride motorcycles. I know exactly what you're talking about. If you take a car down a little country road around here in southern Missouri, going 100 miles an hour, you'll know it's the exact same feeling. The hills and crap. I know exactly what you're talking about. At any given moment, it feels like you're just gonna fucking fly off the road and die. Every hill you go over is just boom. Yeah, the whole car fucking feels like it's gonna fall apart. It's an awesome feeling. If you guys have never taken a car or a motorcycle up over 100 miles an hour, do it. It's a very freeing experience. Okay, it's worth the risk. There are stretches of highway all across this country where you can do that without being pulled over, thanks to our inefficient pig system, I guess, the police system. They're actually surprisingly inefficient around where I live anyway. I don't know about, if you guys live on the East Coast or something, you guys might have, speed limits enforced better. But I go over 100 pretty regularly. It's about knowing where the speed traps are and who's there, basically. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and don't forget to thumbs up the video.